So tell me about a little bit about your story on 70s when you first had the contact with TM.
I started with Maharishi Mahesh Yogi, who was the Beatles guru. I began learning that meditation in 1974 in England, and I found it very useful. And I did it for 5 years, and I was a teacher of that program. At that point, I realized I needed something more, and I wasn't sure what it was. So I traveled and I went to America, and I discovered Buddhism in America. And through different contacts I made there, I became a Buddhist monk in Burma and Thailand. For some years I stayed there doing that.
You talk about faith crisis. Was it in this period?
What actually happened was that this was coming to the end of what I would call my 13 years of meditation practice and of seeking, looking for something. The result of all those 13 years was a complete breakdown of doing that. I had to go back to Australia, and I spent 2 months in mental hospital in Australia. When I came out of that, I realized that all those years, something I was missing. And then a friend told me about a certain wise man, and I went to visit him, and he listened to my story. And he said, why don't you just be very ordinary, instead of looking for something and trying to be something different and something special. So I decided to not do any spiritual seeking, no meditation, anything like that. And I allowed myself to be very, very ordinary for the first time in 13 years. About 6 months after that, when I was sitting on my sofa one night at home, the thing that I had been looking for all those 13 years, it came by itself. What I call natural state.